I think you should develop some coping strategies from day one. You should be ready for all the stress and all the competitiveness in the field, and that's super important. And not to listen to people who say it's enough to be passionate about your topic and it's enough to be passionate about the field, because a lot of people who love what they're doing and who are in love with academia just end up quitting because they're not able to handle the stress. So it's really important to know that the field is very competitive, regardless of the orientation or the direction that you're taking, but also to be prepared for the kind of stress. So keeping your mental health, mental sanity, and developing some coping mechanisms. Acknowledge that there are new things coming your way and that you will need to adapt to, but also to know that a lot of it has nothing to do with how good of a researcher you are. You're gonna apply to a lot of grants, you're gonna apply to a lot of conferences, you're gonna invest a lot of time and effort into something, but you might not get it eventually. And the reason why you'll not get it has nothing to do with how good of a researcher you are or how bad of a researcher you are.
One thing that I learned after attending multiple seminars and grad talk series is that make a community with your colleagues. Even if you have different research interests, even if you find they are different from you or they want to work on something different, whoever you get in touch with, form this little community, at least some people who you can share, today was not a good day, today I have an exam, today I have a comprehensive exam, I'm worried, I'm anxious. Definitely you have your friends, you have your family, but they won't be able to get what it's like to be in the doctoral journey. So always have some people around you, have a community around you that can share or that can, a community you can exchange ideas with.
Student community, especially graduate student community, especially on campus, either on campus or off campus, I think have played an immense role in my life. They've kept me grounded, and I don't feel alone then, because everybody is facing some or the other kind of hurdles. You learn a lot from their mistakes, and you tell them about your mistakes. We have a lot of Indian or East Asian community here as well on campus, so it's nice to have students from your culture as well. So
I think it's important as a new student to pace yourself. Of course, there are milestones and there are deadlines and there are a lot of responsibilities, especially if you're coming from a different university and a different environment, as I did. It's sometimes quite intimidating when you see people who have had previous experience in that lab with that subject matter and you're interacting with them, because you feel like fish out of water. But I think it's important to pace yourself, because in a few years, you would be the person who seems to be intimidating someone else with how much knowledge and how much expertise you have. So I think that is something I have had to learn as a person, that just take it easy as you grow. As you go forward, you will grow through the process as well.
One of the things that I wish I would have remembered from the beginning to now is that it's important to have relationships with other students, go to like social events at Thompson House because there's always things happening there, and also pick up a hobby, like do something that isn't academia, because it really helps me with my research. I'm able to come in with like a fresh perspective on everything. And my supervisor actually is a huge advocate for that. Like he told me, if you love music, I love playing music, go and play music, like do things that like nurture yourself. So yeah, I wish I would have knew that years ago instead of figuring it out now.